Today I'm going to show you the gap analysis feature of Dokumint. This is our answer to the documentation completeness that you'll find in other documentation platforms. We don't know how complete your documentation is. Some customers won't need many documents, other customers will need lots. So it's very difficult to say that you're so many % complete. So if we go into Northbridge Legal Services, there's one of our demo companies. They're legal and the profile is a regulated profile. The profile you choose will slightly change the gap analysis. For example, if you have a multi-site profile and you only have one location, that would form part of the gap analysis, just to remind you that you don't have all of your locations saved. So scrolling down a bit, we see the gap analysis, and there are a few bits that we need to review. Generally, with regulated or larger companies, you'll have a point of contact who will contact you with 99% of the support requests, and this is just flagging that there isn't a nominated support requester listed. The password we have doesn't have a TOTP assigned to it, so that's just a review notice. Not everyone uses TOTP within password management. And it's a feature that you can enable or disable at the tenant level if you don't want your technicians using TOTP within Dokumint at all. We have an incomplete checklist. System inventory, we have some, so that's fine. Got a website present but no domain record. I'll explain that in a moment. And we've got an expired renewal or support date on our application lifecycle. So let's take the support contact first and fix that. So we go down to contacts. So this contact is our decision maker and is saved as a favourite. And what we can do is make them the primary support requester. And if we go back to the overview and we scroll down, we'll now see that that says covered. Documentation, yes, we have a checklist, and yes, it's incomplete. So it's just an advisory. Then we've got external service content. So we've got no domain record documented. What that means is we've saved the website up in the top here. This is not a real website, so it won't show any expiry date or registrar information. However, what you do is go to domains, add your domain, pop in your domain name, and you can select whether it's on auto renew or not, and save. And then on a genuine website, that will go to the registrar, pull in the details and the expiry date, and then that will be monitored, and you'll get a 90-day warning renewal in Dokumint via email and via the little message notifications. So we go down, that's now covered. And then we've got application lifecycle. If we click on this, that will give us all of our assets. And we can see here, this one's expired. So if your case management platform is mission critical, this will just give you the alert that there's something expired and you need to have a look at it. And that also works for documents and things like that. So if we have a look at documents, there's a standard listing document here. And if we edit it, so at the moment it's in draft, but you can publish it. You can say update needed, so anytime you're working on the document and there's something not quite right, you can say it needs an update, and then someone can take a look at that and try and sort it. You can also put a date for a review. Save the changes. And if we go back, we can see now this document expires in 11 days. So it's not a completeness score, it is just a profile readiness check, just to try and highlight gaps in your documentation to try and keep it fresh, as opposed to gamifying it and trying to make it a completion. So what we can do here is we'll say that actually that's going to expire next year. Save the change. Now we're looking much more strong.